standing here in front of St. Adalbert's Church in Schenectady, New York on a cold November day, a windy day. The church behind me is the Faluzak Family Church. This was the church where my father was baptized and was an altar server. This was the church that my uncle and my grandmother were buried from. This is the church that when I was a priest, I buried my Aunt Stell, my godmother. I had her funeral and blessed her body as we brought her up those steps into the church that she loved. This church had a pastor for many years, decades, by the name of Father Carl Urban. Father Urban was briefly removed from ministry because he had an allegation of clergy sexual abuse. I'm not here to talk about that specifically today, and I'm here to only speak for myself and a question that I have for the current bishop of the Diocese of Albany, Bishop Scharfenberger. Bishop Scharfenberger, you and I met at the Papal Summit in Rome in February. We met again in June in Baltimore at the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. At that time, I thanked you for removing Father Urban from my family's parish. And I've only found out subsequently, and you accepted that thanks, I only found out subsequently that he was not removed, at least publicly. He seems to have retired in 2011, and all record of him ever since has gone missing. Where is Father Urban? Is he still a priest? Is he still alive? He is not listed on the list of priest perpetrators for the Diocese of Albany. He's been listed by various law firms, but not in this diocese. And so I'm here today just to record this message and to ask Bishop Scharfenberger, what is the real story? I'm not here to allege anything. And as I say, I'm not representing anybody other than myself, just to ask that question. Where is Father Urban? And what is the full nature of his history as a priest? When I buried my Aunt Stell from this church, I stayed in his rectory. My family loved Father Urban. And my aunt and my cousin, who were still living, when he retired, thought that he simply retired. And I don't understand why, when I had heard that he was removed because of the work that I do now, that when I thanked Bishop Scharfenberger for removing him from my family's parish, Bishop Scharfenberger, you said, "You're welcome," but he's not on your list. And I think that the good people of this parish, which has a proud Polish history, has a right to know the truth. And I will wait to hear the truth, and I will not rest until I know the truth.